What's up, world? It's your boy 3 the Culture back with another exclusive, man. It's a lot going on in the culture right now. I'm like, what's going on, man? First and foremost, man, we most definitely, tuned in and we locked in, right? We kind of getting deeper beyond the battles right now because I'm seeing a trend right now. You got Hitman versus Geechee Gotti. Respectfully, they got their card. You got the John Don versus Cassidy card. I think they just dropped the Tay Rock versus Reed Dollars card. And there's some other cards floating around. You see what I'm saying? Um, what's going on with the culture, man? Why did we stop believing in the top leagues? You see what I'm saying? And I'm speaking preferably about the URL. You hear me? The platform that has made some of these battle rappers who they are today. And before I even get to the meat and potatoes, real quick, I want to use a perfect example. You see what I'm saying? We got WWE. You hear me? That's wrestling. We know that, battle rap is not wrestling, but, it's most definitely a competitive sport of that nature verbally, right? It's like you take CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. You hear me? They red hot right now. You CM Punk like, hey, look, we not doing the Hell in a Cell of Bad Blood. I'm going to go, rent out a venue in Chicago. Boom, bing, bow. We throwing the Hell in a Cell, right? You see what I'm saying? So I do understand from the battle rapper's point of view where they feel as though, hey, look, maybe I didn't get the number I wanted, right? So let me go ahead and set up my own card, my own business, and get my own money. You see what I'm saying? But I feel like that's just taken away from battle rap in a sense because you get what you're getting. You see what I'm saying? But then again, we have to spend X amount of dollars on said card. Card ain't really gonna be that what it is because we're just purchasing it for, that main event. You hear me? I don't know what are the politics behind the scenes, but I know Geechee Gotti and Hitman was introduced on URL. So they kind of took that one. So it makes sense when you're looking at Smack on J Black Champion. You see what I'm saying? And J Black like, what some battles you want to see? And he like, nah, I don't really want to say because people still in battles. You know what I mean? I get it. But you hear me? You got just a situation. K-Shine and Shotty Horror. Like, come on. Like, you done been in this whole situation with the URL for a minute, all over your contract and battling Jack Boy Man to get out. I don't know what's in the details. But I know you got this whole setup. You talked about URL app. Now you got your own app. And you selling it as like this is the battle that everybody wants to see. And it's like at a flash sale for $50, but it was like $79.99. What is the rest of the card? Like you got these battle rappers that then built up their name and rather put other rappers over, they just like, look, I'm taking my ball and I'm going to my own situation, which is wild. You hear me? Battle rap is a wild sport. At the end of the day, you have some people that just want to see the battles. But these battles, I mean, I don't know. I've been following the culture for a minute. They got to make sense. You just can't, like, John the Dime versus Cassidy, respectfully, does not make sense to me. It doesn't. I mean, it's John the Dime. I see people like, oh, well, he's in run for champion of the year. Like, come on, really? With Frack, Sirius Jones. I mean, I can't remember nothing amazing from those battles. I know John Don was going in respectfully. But this is going to be one of them situations where Cassidy going to get another W, but the battle was made. So, again, it's like, okay, an accomplishment in game, but we don't want to battle Lux. We don't want to battle Mook. But is it the fact that, Mook and them know that certain people aren't at a level to have a conversation with them? I don't know. But that's the challenge I feel as though that URL is having, because they have a lot of talent over there. They doing a lot, but you don't have the veterans willing to get in the ring with these newer cats that's up and coming to put them over to put attention. They kind of got to work their way up, I guess, because I'm just not seeing it. I'm just not seeing it. I'm just not seeing it. But those veterans were in that circle to where they put each other on, in a sense. So I don't know. I'm not knocking anybody hustle. If that's how you gonna get your bread, get it. But it just make more sense on a platform such as URL. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not trying to tribalize the situation. I want people to eat and get their own bread and things of that nature. But at the end of the day, we gotta make sense, people. You just can't be throwing things together just because it sounds good. I don't know. We gonna see how this go. But those are 4 cards already, and we at $200. So what avid battle rap fan, with the economy how it is today, willing to keep up with that URL app, K-Shine app, Bags and Bodies, Bullpen, uh, what Tay Rock and Reed Dollars gonna be on? What's that Philly? Right. You know what I mean? And I ain't really, saying it, just it generalizing the situation real quick though. But this is going to be an interesting era that we're in right now. We're in an independent era right now for battle rappers. They feel like, hey, look, I got my name, not finna put nobody on. I'm finna take my own situation off of my name and get my own bread and put my own people on. But then that's gonna saturate the game. I would say, I would want to see John and Johnny Cassidy on URL, but URL probably like that don't even make sense. To be honest, I don't know what it is, but just, following the culture up until now, going through DVD, YouTube era, pay-per-view era, watch battle live, COVID, caffeine era, to now. I don't know. And then Jay Black gonna stop champion of the year. There's something behind that, man. There's really something behind it. I don't know. He said he wants to, get on this thing and be a father. You have to respect decisions, man. But the where the game going right now is just wild. URL will book matches on, how the people, I don't know how they come up with their booking system, but I know with their booking system they have set up memorable matches. And it's just wild with the state that we in right now. Who knows? You might get Hitman versus Mook on URL. They probably like, oh, you can have that battle. Make your money real quick. We'll settle for this battle. I don't know. I'm just a fan. You hear me? Just trying to figure out things. Like this K-Shine thing is wild. Like that's crazy right there. Shoddy Horror. You might as well battle Jack Boy, man. Get out your contract. And that's just real wild right there. Because it ain't like, I don't know how that's going to go. Because it ain't like you doing a battle and doing it for a YouTube drop. It's more like an app situation. And then when you go to the Power Network and you look, it's a lot of K-Shine based activity on there. His Battle League and music videos. And it's like a K-Shine app. Are you willing to purchase the K-Shine app? To see her K-Shine versus Shotty Horror? I don't know. They got deals for people who, create content on there too. You can get up to like $200,000, $20,000. I don't know. You gotta look at the paperwork. It's really interesting for what he has for content creators, and then like the monthly subscription. It's a lot going on over there at the K-Shine app. If you don't know what's going on, do your research, man. And then this is going to be very interesting with that K-Shine situation. 'Cause I'm like, shoddy horror? Like, who, who greenlit that? Like, not taking nothing away from K-Shine. Like, K-Shine do his numbers, bro. But for real? For real? That's crazy. That's crazy, man. This culture is something else right now. It's just really getting interesting. I want to purchase these battles. But then you got like the URL like really cracking down on bootlegs right now because people posting on Twitter and it's taken away from people wanting to purchase the battle. But the way that the game getting saturated, it's like just, some people pockets ain't right where that need to be to get, what I mean, in the loop. So I don't know. But this is just the era we in right now. It can change. It can be something else. Maybe it go back to the leagues after they experiment and see what's going on, how they can gain revenue. I don't know. But you got to think they pockets based off pay per view sales for real. Because I would only imagine that John and Don versus Cassidy, it's like we got you this bread, and we got you a percentage on the pay per view. So Cassidy gonna bring in the people that are going to purchase the pay per view. So I would imagine a percentage would be going to him to where he's getting paid handsomely to even do the battle. Where the freeway battle at? It's a lot of question marks out here, man. A lot of question marks. Like what happened to Geechee and Hitman on URL? Or you gonna purchase the app for K-Shine? Right? You're gonna purchase the John battle. They got Bad News versus T-Rex. T-Rex was on fire versus I done forgot his name. What's his name? Dude from what is his name? He teach at that school. Chilla Jones. He really like Chilla was just dry. He was just dry, man. But look, man, I'm gonna go and get out of here, man. That's just my opinion on the culture, man. Something gotta change, man. Now, I respect everybody respectfully in their situation because at the end of the day, I'm a fan of the culture. But I'm just speaking on it, bro, because I'm trying to make sense of it as a fan, bro. Because y'all like deep in the pockets of the culture, respectfully. You gotta purchase this, purchase that, purchase this, purchase that, just to get to the content. It's kind of like the streaming services now. It's like Netflix, their main joint, but then you got Amazon, you got Hulu, you got Disney. Like, that's hard to keep up with in real life, let alone battle rap. Imagine if you had to pay to see every fucking football game or pay to see every basketball game. Where the loyalty? You got your Undertakers, your Stone Colds, the Rocks, who then came up, built their name up, and able to do other things, but still come back to WWE and do their thing. You don't see The Rock with his own wrestling league competing with WWE. You don't see The Undertaker with his own, again, that's wrestling. And we talking about battle rap. But it's your boy, man. I'm out, man.